What is going on, guys and gals, and welcome to Beers with the Bros podcast, where we talk sports, we talk movies, we talk everything in between. We were off last week, a little bit of a bye week, if you will.
Yeah,
we had a bye week. I like that, Brett. We had an early bye week, but we're back in business this week. Happy Monday night. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about over the last 2 weeks of football, really, as well as some other fun stuff. It's going to be a good night. I'm really excited for it. It's good to be back. How you guys doing now that we're
the
back
bye
in
week
business?
kicked my ass last week, but you know what? That's okay, folks. But just want to start off the bat real quick. Chris, I absolutely fucking hate your shirt.
Hey, buddy, I fucking hate your shirt too, all right?
You.
I will reach through there and skull fuck the shit out of you. I'm sorry.
Bring it on. I mean, no, but
Damn, I should have.
dude. Yeah, I was like, Brad, do you have any idea why we're hating on each other? We're pretty
It's
much
the
gonna
week.
hate on each other.
It's this
It's
week,
the
man.
week. It's the week. The Chiefs versus Niners this Sunday, right?
Yeah, Sunday 4:25 prime time.
Look, man.
That's going to be money, man. I can't wait for that.
You guys are
rematch from
coming
the
off
Super Bowl.
You guys are coming off a bye, and half my team is hurt, so it doesn't matter
Well,
what
I don't
happens.
have any
You're gonna
fucking
run
wide
all over it.
receivers, so what's your excuse?
Yeah, but your defense is still rocking it, man. I mean, I
True.
just can't imagine there is a world where we win this game. We're barely scraping by, and I just don't think we're ready, man.
Well, at least you got a supporter right there.
Raymond going for
Raymond.
the Niners this week, dog. Yeah, hell
Hey.
yeah.
Oh,
Cheers,
yeah.
man.
Oh, yeah. And even though we're going to talk more about that game because we will pick that game in the NFL segment. But, Brad, what are we going to do today?
Hey, we got a couple of segments coming up right out the shoot. That's fun. It's Halloween. It's right in the middle of October.
Right out
We
the
had to do
chute.
some kind of Halloween themed. This actually wasn't intentional, but Brett and I were both running different segments today, and we both went Halloween themed, and we're excited about it. But we'll start, as always, with the joint segment today. So why don't
Join the
you?
segment. That's what
Why
I'm going to
don't
start
you
doing
be-
from now on. I'm just going to create a little graphic and go, the joint segment competition. Or
We should
nah,
sing. We
probably
should sing
not.
it.
Nah,
The
I probably.
joint segment. You
Okay,
never
this
knew
is-
you wanted it, but it's
Oh, I
here.
won it. You
Okay, well, we
have
just ran up the chat
brother. Yeah, okay, yeah. So we need to move on. So I'm in charge of the joint segment this week, and I figure we have a little fun. And I know a lot of people have fun with this particular thing I'm about to pull up. And Chris, I do apologize for probably more than likely blocking your face for my memento.
How about it, bud?
So yeah, poor Chris. But yeah, let's build our freaking Halloween candy lineup, dude.
I'm going to take this banner off for just a minute so I can see if I can figure
you
out
can-
how to do it.
Well, that's pretty. No, you don't need it.
Let's see. Hold on. I don't know what the fuck.
Oh,
there we
okay,
go.
yeah.
That's the Tootsie
Yes,
Roll.
you do. Yes,
All
you
right.
do. My
right.
I apologize. So, Chris, hey, I see you flipping us off back there. Don't let me come back there.
You see it?
And what we're doing is building. It looks like Brady. Correct me if I'm wrong. We have $15. We have to build a Halloween candy lineup. We got different tiers of candies with different dollar amounts. We got to come up to $15 or under, I would assume, if you had to.
Yeah, if you have
and come
anything
up with the
left
perfect
over,
bag.
you could give it to the poor.
That's a good idea.
Well,
right, Chris,
I'm
you're
gonna
gonna
be
go
greedy
first
as shit. I'm going to be greedy as shit. But anyways, Chris, go for it.
Okay, number one. Hang on, let me go through the list here just a little bit because some of these are hard to read for me.
Yeah, I'll
Give
help you out with
me-
anything you need.
Number one, peanut M&Ms, baby, $5. Give it to me.
Okay.
I like that.
That's interesting start.
Tasty. And he's go. Are we're not doing? We're doing separate bags or all one bag?
Spend your $15.
Yo, you
Like,
want to do
oh,
all
it will-
50 in one go?
Well, you could just build it. So if you want to do like 2 3s and 5, or just
Oh, I
anything to
thought
build
we were
up
going to
your
go back. I
15.
thought we were going to take turns going back and forth. My apologies. Okay,
no,
so
all
I've got.
good.
Okay, so I've got. You're to keep my math in check. So I've got 5 bones up there with the peanut M&Ms. Okay, $10 left. All right, I'm going to take $1 gummy bears. Okay,
Okay.
can't go wrong with them. Gotta have them.
Good value.
And then, yeah, great value, honestly. And then for $2, Swedish Fish, baby.
I knew that shit was coming
Okay,
after
you
what
know
we did.
you already fucking knew. Okay. And then how much money have I got left?
You got $7 left.
$7. Okay. So then give me damn. I need to have some chocolate in there. Give me what we talk? Why Baby Ruth's only $2? Give me a fucking Baby
That's a
Ruth,
steal.
dude. That's
From
a
a
steal,
value
man.
point.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so there's $2. Now I'm left with 5. So do I
You
go?
left with 5, so you can go with a 3-2 combo, or you can go with a 5.
Okay, so I'm gonna fucking live large, baby. I got the peanut M&Ms. I want a little bit of peanut butter in there. Give me fucking Reese's.
Nice. So in recap, we got Chris going with Reese Cups, peanut M&Ms, a Baby Ruth, Swedish Fish, and a Gummy Bear. Damn, that's a good lineup.
You can't beat it. Here's what I'll do. Okay, right out the chute, I know that I want Reese's Cups because they're the prime snack. It's number 1. It's the best. Yeah, I got to do Reese's Cups, and I want something sour. So give me Sour Patch Kids. We're at $8 there.
Okay.
Oh god, this is where it gets tricky though. I got to have something a little bit on the sweeter side. So go ahead and give me the Skittles too. I like that. So that puts me at what, $11?
$11. So you got $4 available.
Perfect. I'll take the fucking no, give me Butterfingers, man. Just let's go big. I'm going big. Give me Butterfingers, Reese's, and a couple smaller things. It's perfect.
All right, so you went with the Butterfinger, the Reese Cups for $9, and then you got the Skittles, and then what was your last one?
The Sour Patch Kids.
And the Sour Patch Kids. Okay, so 6. All right, we got 6. Okay, yeah, dude. Okay, just gotta double check the math there. But guys, let me go ahead and give you a break. Break off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. So we're going with the Kit Kat bar with my $5. I'm gonna go with the Nestle Crunch bar because that's my personal favorite. What I plan on having for like a little cheap sweet snack on Halloween night when watching my favorite horror movies. So we're gonna go with the Crunch bar. So that's $9. Let's see here. We gotta go with Skittles. Skittles is an all-time classic at the 3. There's always something about those nerds, man. So go ahead and give me some nerds. And I'm like with Chris, give me the damn gummy bears. That's one of my sick exceptions.
It's a good deal too. $1 gummy bears.
Yeah, $1 for gummy. You know, the only thing that I really wasn't paying attention to that I kind of wish that I would have fucking got on there was the Starburst, baby. I love me a good Starburst.
No.
But I already had.
I destroyed my ears pregame.
Those were mini Starbursts, though.
They hurt my ears.
Hey, Bertie, you can yam your nerds up into your Crunch bar and eat it that way. I don't know why, but it's an option if you wanted to do that.
That could be a sweet combo there. But yeah, those are my picks. And Raymond, you got a $5 for a Reese Cup, a $5 for a Kit Kat, a Reese Pieces. Damn, you're going all the Reese's and the $1 gummy bear. Dude, that's a solid lineup too.
I like his style, man. I love anything Reese's. The only thing, Brett, you should have put Oreos up here, dude. Fucking classic.
Well, it's just what right there. Anyways, if you're watching this after the fact and you're looking at the Build Your Halloween Candy lineup, what does your Halloween candy lineup look like? Let us know in that comment section so we could just our mouth waters on those savory treats.
Oh hell yeah, I love it. That was a good idea, Bertie. I like that.
Chris, welcome back.
Hey, I've been down here the whole time, bud. Also, did anybody get Raymond's had a lineup set up here? Did we get to that already?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we just went over it. Okay. We just went over it.
Oh, okay.
Well, he was blinded. He was on a blind date. A blind date.
A blind date. Oh, Joey, these sea creatures. All right, here. So, following that same Halloween spooky season lineup here, I wanted to do something fun tonight that involves spooky movies. Specifically movies from horror franchises, the big horror franchises. And I also kind of wanted to do that to plug something we're doing on the other channel, Good Will Hunting, at the end of the month on Halloween. We're going to be ranking all the Halloween, Friday the 13th, and Nightmare on Elm Street movies in one big ranking. Is going to be epic. Tonight, we're going to be playing with some of those titles tonight, as we got Spooky Season, Beers with the Bros, fucking Tic-Tac-Toe. And here's how it's going to work, okay? We're going to go best of 5, so 2 out of 3 games. We're not going to have any ties. We're going to work around ties. I'm going to ask you guys, we're going to start with the Halloween franchise. Brett, you can go first. Chris, you're second. You pick any movie in that franchise you want, Brett.
Okay.
And I want you to guess. And this is important. No cheating from either one of you assholes. I don't want to see any phones. I want you to guess the Rotten Tomato score for whatever movie in that franchise. And if you get +5, you get to go up on the board.
Oh my God!
Now,
so I exactly.
No, +or-5. And here's the caveat. Okay, Chris can steal if you pick Halloween 4. You guess the wrong answer, and you have an X up there, and he steals. He can steal your spot.
Oh, okay. Can I? Okay, you said I'm first, right?
Yes, if you'd like to be.
Okay, this is not cheating. This is just me using my photographic memory because I do all these for a living on the Goodreal channel. So, Chris, sorry, you're almost in a point screwed.
Yeah, I have absolutely no chance at this at all. He's looked at all.
Well,
these
it's just
already, and I've
because,
seen
especially
absolutely
this
none.
first round. This first round's easily going to go to me. So I'm going with Friday the 13th franchise.
We're doing Halloween franchise first. Halloween franchise first.
Son of a bitch. Okay, well, I'm not going to forget
Oh,
the
shit.
Friday the 13th one. I'm confident in
Okay.
that. Let's go with Halloween 2018.
All right, what's your prediction?
Okay, are we doing the critic scale or the audience scale?
Critic scale.
Okay, just want to make sure. So, they really like 2018, so I'm going to safely say I think a good 86%.
Oh, that's a dagger. No, that's not correct.
I know it's not correct, but it's got to be close.
Okay,
It
I'm gonna
is.
say,
You
really,
gotta pick Halloween 2018 now, Chris.
Halloween. Okay, so it's Halloween 2018 critic score. I'm gonna say.
Well, I guess you don't have to steal if you don't want. If you want to pick a different movie in the Halloween franchise, you can.
76.
For Halloween 2018,
Yeah, for Halloween 2018.
that is correct. It's actually at 79%, which is why dagger is what Brett got, because he was just outside the
One
window.
off.
What spot do you want, Chris?
Give me top right. I'm so
Top
bad
right,
at
I like it.
tic-tac-toe, dude. I can't. I'll lose this all day long.
Oh wait, hold on. Here we go. I was hitting the wrong
You
button.
got a
Now we're
copy.
talking.
You got paste. There we
All right,
go.
there we go. All right,
Okay.
now Birdie, it's back to you, my friend.
All right. Now can we go?
Still,
wait a
so
minute.
this whole game, so we're doing
okay,
2 out of
okay.
this whole game will be Halloween movies. The next one will be Friday the 13th.
Got it. All right. Let's go Halloween 2 from 1981. And I'm gonna go ahead and guess 81%.
That is incorrect.
Fuck.
Okay.
Chris, it's on you.
Okay. Halloween 2 from 1981. I'm gonna guess. What'd you say, Birdie?
I ain't down. I said 81.
Okay. I think that's overly generous. I think I'm gonna say Halloween 2. I don't remember this one being all that loved. I'm actually gonna say 71 on this one.
That is also incorrect. You
Fuck.
can keep guessing at it or pick a different movie or whatever. But it's back to you, Brett.
Well, damn, we're gonna keep on going lower. Get lower. I'm gonna say 61.
That is incorrect.
Holy shit.
Wow. Interessante.
Back to you, Chris.
That's fucking bizarro world, dude. Okay, I'm gonna say. Well, I said 71, and he said 61. I'm gonna. Okay, then. Fuck. Can we say 49?
That is incorrect.
Damn. Okay. Wow.
41.
Well, we're getting places, but still incorrect.
Fuck.
Wow. Okay. 32.
That is correct. It's actually 33%.
Holy
Which spot
shit, dude.
That's
would you like?
ridiculous.
I know. I agree. I've always hated that.
Middle.
What do you think, Chris? Middle, right here. Okay.
Yeah. Give me the middle.
All right. Brett, back to you, my man.
All right. Well, we're not we're not doing very well. Okay. We gotta go Halloween, 1978, and it absolutely has to be around in the very high range. So I'm gonna go with 96.
96 is spot on. Where do you want it, Birdie?
I want to go bottom left.
That's a good spot. Oh, it's a
Idiot.
good spot. Chris, back to you.
Okay, so I get to pick one this round. Okay, I'm gonna say let's go with Halloween Kills, and I'm gonna say for Halloween Kills, I'm gonna say 49.
No.
Fuck.
I'm saying 38 for Halloween Kills.
Money. It's 39%. Where do you want it, Chris? Actually, that's a steal too. You can steal one. Where do you want it?
I want it to go middle section to the left.
Okay, no steal.
Okay.
You sure you don't want to steal the middle?
Okay. If we're allowed to do that, then yeah. Sorry,
Okay. I guess you don't have to if you don't want to. But
no, I want
Yes.
to because having the middle.
yeah,
part
if one of
is,
y'all,
big
if one
advantage.
of y'all pick a movie, the other person and don't get it, the other person gets it. You can steal it,
Okay,
but only
I
on the
like
first
this
steal.
game.
Only on the first steal. All right, Chris, back to you.
Okay. Okay, let's keep it going then. I'm gonna say give me Season of the Witch, and I'm gonna say for Season of the Witch, I'm gonna say 33%.
No, it's not correct.
No, that one's got to be higher, so I'm going to say 51.
Right on. It's actually 50%. Where do you want it?
Dang. Well, I'm
You've
going
seen
to
these
go
all
ahead
day
and steal
long.
that last zero.
Yeah, you can actually. There you go. That's a victory royale.
All right.
All right, so now let's move on to Friday the 13th. We got another board here to play with. And Chris, since you lost the first time, you can go ahead and pick the first movie.
What franchise are we doing?
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. Okay, I don't stand a fucking chance here. So give me Friday the 13th, part 4, the final chapter, and I'm gonna say it is at a hot 82%.
No.
Okay.
That is incorrect.
No. Hey, yeah, so
Okay.
you're screwed, especially with my favorite movie of all time. Give me that 41%. That has to be spot on
For what?
for part 4.
That is incorrect.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay then.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, part 4. So I thought, yeah, okay. Give me 49%.
That is also incorrect.
Wow.
I remember this one had to be one of the higher ones in the franchise. So let's go to 61.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Holy fuck! Wow. Okay, so 82, 61. Give me 53.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Okay, I remember critics don't like this franchise very much. So I guess we're gonna have to go lower. So let's go with 33.
That is incorrect.
Fuck.
Okay.
If you want, I could
69.
Incorrect.
38.
No, incorrect.
What the fuck?
Okay.
I'm almost at a point where I'm lost.
You can pick
22.
That's it. 21% is the answer. 21%.
What?
Okay.
I know. I've told you guys this.
Wow.
But where's it go? Where you want this thing?
Give me top middle.
Top middle. Right here?
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Alright,
All
so
right.
it's up to me.
Yep.
So we're dead. Okay, this is the one where I got photographic memory because again, this is the biggest crime of any horror movie of all time. Friday the 13th, Part 3D, 7%. It's spot on.
Not spot on, but you're close. Close enough. It's 11%. 11%.
Okay.
It's probably, it doesn't have. What do you want? A middle piece or no?
Yeah, definitely give me the middle.
All right. Chris, back to you.
Okay. Okay. Give me Friday the 13th remake 2009. Give me 47%.
No.
Okay.
Not yet a match.
Give me 40 for the remake.
No. Not yet a match.
Okay, give me 29.
Yes, it is 25%. 25%.
Okay.
Where would you like your piece here?
Well, I started with this one, so it wasn't technically a steal. So give me top right.
Top right is. There you are, sir. Brett, back to you, my friend.
All right. Let's go with part 2. And let's just start off with a 28%.
Oh, right on the money, yo. It is 33%. 33%. Where would you like to go?
I'll still take it, though. I would like to go top left.
It's a good spot. All right, Chris, back to you.
Sorry, I'm sending something out. This has nothing to do with this.
Oh, okay. I was about to say he cheating like a motherfucker right now.
No, I was checking the score of the game. Jets up 3-0. Okay. Okay, so Friday the 13th. Give me Friday the 13th. Jason Lives at 19%.
No, I can already tell you that is not.
Yeah,
correct.
that is way too low. So let's go for it. Let's say that one. I think it's the 61%.
Not quite a match either.
Yeah.
Not yet a match. Okay, so Jason Lives. Give me. I don't know why I didn't say this earlier. 54%. I knew it.
That is it. 53% is the
51?
answer.
Oh, okay.
53%. Where would you like it?
Give me that no bottom. Give me bottom right.
All right, there we go. That's a good one.
Son
Brett,
of
where are you going?
Okay. Okay. I gotta get back on track here. Let's get back on track with the original from 1980. And we have to go with that. We have to go 66% there.
Right on the money. Right on the money.
66.6%, you motherfuckers.
But I told you I love this franchise. Give me bottom left.
All right.
No. Actually, sorry. I apologize. Middle right.
Middle right.
Yeah,
right
I
here.
know.
Oh, right here.
Ooh,
okay.
That was too close.
Chris, back to you.
Hey, Brooke.
Okay. Yeah, I saw Brooke in the house. Okay. Give me part 7, New Blood. 4. Actually, you know what? No, fuck that. Fuck that noise. Give me Jason X at 22%.
Money. It's 20%. There we go. Where do you want it?
Okay. Give me bottom. No, actually, I'm wrong. Give me middle left. Let's fuck his day up the same way he's been fucking mine up.
Right here. Middle left. Right
middle
here.
middle left. Yeah.
All right, Brett, back to you.
All right, here. I got me a strategy in place here. So let's go.
Got me a headache.
Actually, no, we can't. Damn it, I can't use that strategy because I'm picking a movie. So I got to be careful. Let's go.
I'll say that
Jason Takes Manhattan, 11%.
Right on the money. Right on the money. Where are we going with it?
See, that's going to be the question there.
I'll say this.
I'm actually confident.
Let me say this before
left.
you pick. Before you pick, once it gets deadlocked, you guys will be able to steal at will because we're not going to be.
Yeah, that's what I'm playing on right now. I'm playing on a steal for this next round.
Okay,
all right.
You're gonna have to, and you probably can. Okay, give me 9. Jason Goes to Fucking Hell. At damn 17%.
16%, man. You guys are some funky shit going on here. I'll put you right here. And Brett, man, it's going to be basically up to you. If you get it, you're going to win. If you don't, then Chris is probably going to win if he gets it. Whoever gets the next point's going to win either way.
Okay,
but he's going to win. He knows these, and I don't.
I'm an X.
Actually, here's what I'll do. We're in a tie-breaking situation. Okay, I'm going to give you. I'm going to pick a movie, and you guys tell me what your prediction is. Whoever's closest is winning this matchup. Okay. And it doesn't. There's no over under like Price is Right. Just whoever's closest. And I'm going to go with. I want to do a good one here. Let's go with. Okay, we haven't done this one. Okay, let's do this one right here then. Let's go with Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood.
We just did that one.
We already did
Oh,
that one.
The New Blood we did? Okay, my bad.
I was like, I'll be happy to
Okay.
take that one again.
Freddy versus Jason then. Freddy versus Jason.
Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it.
Okay.
And who was
Birdie
next?
versus
Whoever's
Pepper.
next can pick first.
But it was Birdie's. Birdie, you said he was gonna, if he could steal, he was gonna win. So he's
Yeah,
gonna
so
go
it'll be
first.
me. Okay, my gut tells me 47.
Okay, Chris, what do you think?
For
Freddy versus Jason.
I actually think it's lower than that. I think that it's 38. Damn, we're both way off apparently.
No, I think so. It's 42 mathematically. I think Chris barely beats you. I think,
Well,
right?
I went over, so yeah, Chris beat me.
Yeah, so I think he's got 5. What are you, 4? 30, 39, 40, 41, 42. You're 4. Brett was 6, I think, or 5. Either way, Chris wins, which is going to take us to another round. Which,
All
okay, here's what
right,
we're going to
1-1.
do. Here's what we're going to do. It's actually 2 out of 3, not 3 out of 5. But either way, I'm going to speed some things.
So the Nightmare franchise for the tiebreaker.
I'm going to speed some things along here, just because I know we've taken a lot of time on this. I'm going to give you a score, and you tell me which movie it is. Is that fair?
Fair.
That'll just kind of move things because I know it's hard to.
That would mean Chris goes first.
All right, so let me give you a score, and that could get tricky because fuck it, 57%.
Okay, 57%, and this is the entire franchise, correct?
Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay, I'm going first.
Yeah, you're going first.
Okay, 57%. For 57%, give me Dream Warriors.
I feel like I should have done this a different way, but no, that is incorrect.
Par 4.
That is correct. Where do you want it, Brady?
I want to go middle again.
All right, you got it. I wonder if I should just tell you guys a movie, and like kind of we did the tiebreaker. Would that be easier?
Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. Top right.
Top right. Okay. Would you guys rather pick the movies from the score or get closest to the score after I tell you the movie? Like,
you're the game master.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it because some of these are going to be pretty obvious. So let me change it back. You still get the point, of course, but we'll go to you, Brett, or you'll pick first here. I'm going to tell you the movie. You predict the score. Whoever's closest wins. Next up, we're going to be going with. We'll do Dream Warriors next, actually, since you mentioned it, Chris. What do you think?
Okay.
67.
Okay, Chris, what do you think?
53.
It is 67 on the dot. So Brett wins that one. Where would you like it?
Top left.
Top left. Okay. Okay. Next up on the list, we're going to go with Freddy's Dead.
My go or your go, Birdie?
Your go.
Yeah.
Okay. Freddy's Dead. No problem. It's Freddy's Dead's at 49.
Oh shit, that's way. I'm gonna go ahead and just save it and not say the overscore here. I'm gonna go with just a safe 10.
Yeah, that would be closer. It's actually 22%. And Brett, it looks like you're going to win this thing.
Nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say bottom left and keep going. It just
No.
You like to live dangerously?
We got football talk. No, we got football talk. Go ahead and give me the victory.
Yeah,
right,
we
nice win.
spent quite a bit of time, and I don't know anything about Freddy at all, really. It's my least favorite.
I apologize. I know that
I
took a long time. That took a long time. I'm sorry. So for me, I feel like I've got all these numbers down, but I guess it's harder when you're not seeing it. I don't know. Either way,
no,
that was cool. We had a good time
because I love that game, and I might just honestly steal that one because for next week, because I do the competition next week while Chris does the joint section. That will be next week. Yeah, did you do better for me and Chris, or me and Chris a bunch of dead fucks?
I think it's challenging, because it's, there's 100 points to pick from. So, I realized that once some of these guesses started coming out. But either way, it was cool. We had a good time with it, and now we got 2 weeks of sports to talk about, plus an epic week of picks coming up this week here in a little bit. Anything big first before we move on to this past week? The week before,
do we need to
Vanderbilt
rip off the Band-Aid?
We can rip off the Band-Aid. Yeah, fuck it.
Okay, I'm sorry, but Tennessee, Arkansas,
yeah,
totally not what I expected. 2 weeks to prepare for those bastards. But I give Arkansas a lot of credit. They're a hard-nosed football team. They just shut us up, man, and we really shit the bed on that one.
Yeah, that was a very piss poor performance, really, too. And I know I'll go ahead and say both games. The last 2 weeks, Tennessee's looked like ass. They haven't scored in either first half at all. Both shutouts in first halves, both the last 2 weeks, which is crazy considering how much attention this offense has gotten over the last several years. That's embarrassing. I pissed off a lot of Arkansas fans in a TikTok where I said that that Tennessee lost to an inferior. I said Tennessee lost to an inferior team when they lost to Arkansas. And I'm just stating facts, man. They were 14-point underdogs. You don't rush the field whenever you beat an inferior team. You do that when you beat a superior team. When you pull off an upset. And that's what happened there, at least on paper. Now, looking back the last 2 weeks, Arkansas might actually be better than Tennessee. I think they actually are in a lot of ways. Those guys, they play good defense. They can actually move the ball in offense. But those last 2 weeks were embarrassing, man. And Florida, we know we suck ass against Florida always, but still.
That is an inferior team. Florida was dog shit from a horse's ass.
I told you, man. And this is so fucking irritating. And I don't know of any. But there again, you guys are the college ball specialists. But what is it about? Like, Florida could play like dog shit in every game of the season, but for some reason, man, they just have our fucking number. We always play like ass against them, and they have their best game against us. It was a miracle that we won, given how we played.
I would say this: Florida actually still played like dog shit against us too. We just played that much worse and somehow still won.
Yeah,
they had four trips. Game. They had 4 trips in the red zone with 0 points. They had the field goal from outside the red zone. But Florida, we're talking Florida here. They had the ball on the 1 yard line. They had 3 other trips where they fumbled it going into the end zone. They went for it on 4th and short, didn't get it. They ran out of fucking time before half to kick a field goal, which is just really piss poor coaching.
So fucking stupid. Yeah, I forgot all about that. Hell yeah.
That's how bad that. They wanted us to blow them out. They really tried for it, and we couldn't do it. It's bad, man. That was bad. I don't feel good about it. And plus, we're mixing and matching here a little bit, Birdie Boy, because we have Alabama, who's on a very similar trek here. After they beat Georgia, they lost to Vanderbilt the very next week, and then last week very nearly lost to South Carolina. Almost identical paths. You get the embarrassing upset, and then the piss poor performance where you still pull out a victory. And now we're playing against Alabama this week, which is going to be the shit show bowl. And I don't feel good about it. If you can't score points, you can't win games. Doesn't matter how good the defense is.
Well, even though Bama's defense is the one that's struggling, though.
Yeah, well, not as bad as our offense, I would say, right?
Well,
right?
that'll be the $1 million question. But what hurt today is that our middle linebackers out for the rest of the year.
ACL. Yeah,
that's all we fucking need. Yeah, I remember reading about that.
Now, here's what I'll say. Vanderbilt, I think it's time we say it. They're legit. They came out, they beat Kentucky. Somehow they lost to Georgia State. We all made fun of Virginia Tech Brett's team week 1 whenever they lost to Vanderbilt. We said that's embarrassing. We're looking at Vanderbilt now halfway through the season. They're legit. They somehow lost to Georgia State, but they should be ranked right now. They beat Kentucky, solid team. They beat Ole Miss. Obviously they beat Alabama, number 1 team in the country at the time, and pretty much broke them. They did not look like Alabama at all, and they're playing at home against South Carolina. They looked like a bunch of not Bamas. Vanderbilt's legit, man.
No, they really are. It's all because of that quarterback, mainly. Kind of like a different version of Tim Tebow, I would call him. Like, just if you're going to compare like a similar style, that's what he does. And that dude is just a freaking winner right now. So yeah, I'm going to give Vanderbilt their roses, man. The best team in the state of Tennessee right now.
100%.
Little brother.
You're not wrong, man.
That's the beautiful thing, though, about, I hate to see it, but I love to see it. the transfer portal has completely evened out college football. It's now, you know, especially in the SEC, the premier conference. Yes, all other conferences are inferior. You guys can just suck it. It's true though.
It's true. I mean, no one can deny that. If they're even to try and debate that is ridiculous.
But every game in the SEC, every week in, week out, it's basically like playing through an NFL schedule. It doesn't matter anymore. Everything, the talent pool has been so spread out now. And I think we're going to continue to see that. We're going to have more upsets. We're going to have more close games. And I love it, dude. I think it's cool. It's entertaining. You know, it's not the same old cupcake, run through half your schedule, have a couple tough games. Every week's going to be a challenge.
Yeah. And have you all heard about the news about like the Big Ten and the SEC? Or like, have you ever heard, like, it's actually the article where they are going to create like a super league where it's going to be consistence of the SEC, the Big Ten, the ACC, and the Big 12, where it's a 94-team league, and then a good majority of them are going to be playoff bound.
I saw where the Big Ten and SEC were talking about getting together and basically trying to basically take 8 spots, guarantee themselves 8 spots in the 12-team playoff, which I think that's fair, because I do think that if you did that, those 8 teams are still, one of those 8 teams is still going to win. There's not probably going to be a team from a non-power 5 or non-power 4 school, I should say now, come in and win that. They can come in, they can have a good time, like maybe Cinderella story, but realistically, they're not going to go anywhere. I think the mid-tier teams in both of those conferences are better than the top tiers of most other conferences that are still around.
Oh, no, I agree with that. Chris, any thoughts on a Super League or just the Big Ten and the SEC trying to steal the playoff?
No, I haven't read anything about that, and I don't really know enough to have an opinion, so I'm out.
Oh, no, all good, buddy. I just want to make sure you get your 2 cents. I want to make sure you get your 2 cents in if you wanted to.
Yeah,
but
no, I'm in the dark about that. I mean, you know, I don't know. I haven't read anything about that, so I don't know enough to form any kind of opinion, like I said.
Oh, no, all good. And then this past week, I know that was 2 weeks ago that we were mainly talking about, but last week, this past weekend, was one of the biggest weekends of college football. And the one I definitely want to talk about, and then we'll get on to like the NFL segment part, Ohio State, Oregon. Oh, what a freaking football game. But that Ohio State quarterback is such a dumbass. At first. No. At first, until I watch a particular TikTok video where the Oregon coach is a fucking genius, because he ran this little bullshit, like send the 12th defensive man out there, get your illegal substitution in, or like more men on the field. And was it, Brad? They run off 5 seconds of that clock, and so Ohio State got the ball back, and they did that whole scrambling thing at 0 on the clock. So like, I think Oregon figured something out.
What it is you can have 12 players on the field isn't a dead ball penalty, meaning the play goes on. If you have 12 people on there, they're going to do the play. It's like an offsides, one that doesn't get called as a dead ball penalty.
Yeah.
So he sends out a 12th man. There's 10 seconds left in the game. He sends out a 12th man basically to guarantee there's not going to be a big play. They run the play. The clock ticks, 5-6 seconds come off the clock. They call the penalty. They lose 5 yards, but they gain 6 seconds in a game that's coming down to 0 seconds, which was smart, but at the same time could have backfired because Ohio State basically got a free play right there. They could have taken a shot deep. They could have done something crazy. And if it didn't work out, the game's not going to end on the penalty. They would have another chance. So it worked out, though. I think it was smart. I think it was really interesting way of using the penalties and the way they work to your advantage right there. And I like that a lot. I do think that the play clock, whenever the Ohio State player slid, they should have at least reviewed it. They never even looked at it. I thought it was close. Like they could have theoretically got a timeout off and tried a field goal, at least on paper, but they never even looked at it. Of course, the field was being stormed, so I don't even know what you would have done, but yeah.
Now that works the same way in college as in NFL, right? You're talking about,
I believe so.
It's not a
12 team.
Yeah, 12 men on the field.
12. Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Because
Yeah,
I've
it
seen
works
Aaron
the
Rod-
same
I've
way
seen Aaron-
because
yeah.
Aaron Rodgers exposes that shit every fucking time.
Yeah, I was about to say I've seen him get more free plays off of the defense trying to substitute. The guy doesn't get off the field in time, snaps the ball, and gets a free play out of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then the last point I wanted to make too, and you guys can just take it from there. It's just again Nick Saban and them actually brought it up on this past game day where players are intentionally getting down on the ground and getting that injury timeout. Guys, this shit has to stop. And my solution, Nick Saban, he said his solution is to take away a timeout from the team. I don't think that's going to fix it at all. Here's what I say. I say we take away the timeout. That player is not allowed to come back on that same drive throughout the entirety of that particular drive. So if your quarterback's out, your quarterback's not going back in for the rest of the drive. Whether you're hurt or you're faking, I think that will stop that. If not, when we take away those timeouts and you do an injury timeout with no timeouts, then that would be a 10-yard penalty.
I think a lot of that's reasonable, especially not allowing the player to come back for the drive and burn in the timeout. That's reasonable because they have the timeouts; they can burn them, and that's their right. If they want to stop the clock, they want to stop play, they can do that with the timeout all day long. So that's not unreasonable. Nor as having the players sit out the remaining of the series because that's, they need to be properly evaluated. I mean, there's a lot of things you could.
He's injured. Yeah, he should be off the field, for that amount of time to be evaluated. So
exactly.
I can agree with all that, man. I think that's probably the smart way to go about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
and
just
penalty,
I'm
honestly,
sick
yeah.
of it.
If you're running, I mean, a penalty something's got to change. They got to do something because it's so blatantly obvious now what teams are doing. They'll be right in front of the ref and tell a player to sit down, and they'll sit down, and there's nothing they do about it.
Or you'll obviously see a player like looking at the sidelines going,
yeah,
and yeah,
all of a sudden you're like, oh, my dick, my groin.
And now it's become such a norm that people are just doing it for timeouts. And there's nothing that they're doing. They're not getting penalized for it. So yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
Or you should have like I can't remember who said this, but they say like have like a replay team, like study the field, like studying it, and then like kind of spying on the players. Like if they're looking on the sideline, if they drop, then they can not only like cause them a timeout, but they can do like a personal foul penalty as well.
Yeah, you'd have to get a little. Yeah, I mean, it depends. There's non-contact. I mean, it does happen, but yeah, if it's obvious like that, I think you can pull the trigger on something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they showed an
I
example of a player obviously doing this.
Yeah, those are the ones.
That shit has to stop. I just wanted to point that out.
100%, man. Here's one thing I gotta say. One thing I got to say real quick, boys, and then I actually didn't get to see really any games yesterday because I was busy. But I got to say this, Big Kirko, he wakes up dripping like this, dude. He's out there freaking slinging balls, man. I love it. Kirk Cousins, he's just
Mr. 509.
Yeah. Since we last left you guys, the Falcons have gone 2-0. Kirko's out here dropping bombs on fools. I want to get the guy's jersey. I love the guy. He's swagging. He's surfing. He's just a fun, good, awesome dude with a lot of personality. I like that he's just out there fucking slaying. He's having a good time. He's digging life in Atlanta. He's out here winning games. Falcons 4-2, number one in the conference right now. Things are looking good. They've progressed significantly since that first game against the Steelers.
Who's second in the NFC South?
Oh,
that'd be the Bucs.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah, we're tied 4-2, but we had the tiebreaker because we beat their ass in overtime.
And then Saints 2-4 and Panthers 1-5, which really neither of those teams are really a threat. So
yeah,
I think you got it, man. I think you boys are going to the playoffs this year.
It could happen, man. It could happen. We'll be at that Chargers game here in a few weeks. It's going to be great. I'm excited.
Dude, what about the Chicago Bears finally starting to figure things out on the offensive side of the ball?
Golly, man, they looked absolutely unstoppable. Now, granted, they were going against the Jaguars. Yeah, man, Caleb Williams, as much as I don't like the guy, looked like the real deal, man. He was slanging and looked confident and poised while he was out there, man. So he looked every bit the part of a franchise quarterback, man, honestly.
Yeah,
to
dude.
my eye, anyway.
And dude, we're about to get into some big battles in the NFC North here coming up in a couple of weeks. With one of our pick'ems going to be the Lions and the Vikings. Which are we finally going to put like? I know we said we're going to finally have to put respect on the Vikings name, but yeah, they just keep on freaking tearing it up, dude. They beat a good Jets team in London 2 weeks ago. They got a bye week this week, so freaking 2 weeks against the Lions. Hey, Lions got. Oh, speaking of Lions, Aiden Hutchinson, very, very damn unfortunate.
Broke his leg, didn't he?
Like tibia.
His tibia,
it out for the year.
Yeah, it was not pretty if you watched it in slow motion. Trying to see what was the final score. That 47-9. Yeah. Okay, so 47-9.
Cowboys, fuck off.
Hey.
I got to play them in a couple of weeks, and I'm nervous.
No, you shouldn't be nervous. You'll destroy the Cowboys. The Cowboys are in shambles, and that's what happens when you got an old fart paying Dak Prescott all that fucking money.
It's also what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass.
Wow, that was a scoregami. You're damn right about that. And Larry had no idea. This is what happens, Larry. That was a scoregami. I didn't know. So that was the first time in NFL history that a game had ended in the score of 47-9. Oh, was it really Jerry Jones's birthday?
It was on Jerry Jones's birthday too. I do remember that. Happy birthday, Jerry. Fuck off.
Happy birthday, Jerry. I want to point this out, Brett. Before the season, Brett, man, you projected the Bears to win 4 games, I think. Maybe 5, was it? I don't know.
I'd say around 7. I'm pretty sure I said around 7.
But then you said so we'll have to check the tape, but I'm pretty sure you went like, fuck it, these motherfuckers aren't going to win 5 games. You eventually started kind of reasonable, but then you went off the deep end there. They're at 4 already, dude. 4-2, which is a big surprise to me. One of the biggest surprises, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, because I think we talked about it at length though, about how it was it's a rookie quarterback. I mean, it's a huge unknown, so no one was really sure or confident in giving an answer because you just don't know with a rookie quarterback.
Just and plus you thought that was a shocking one. If you're going to ask me, the shocking one was the Vikings, man, being undefeated right now, being considered the best team in the NFL. Because Chiefs are undefeated too, but I am not putting them on that hill as the best team in the league right now. I would even say the Ravens are a better team than the Chiefs right now. Because I'm just telling you right now, the Ravens are starting to figure it out, and once they do, they're going to be an unstoppable force.
Dude, you're so right about the fucking Vikings, though, especially after McCarthy went out. We all projected him to, like, we laughed at when we picked the divisions in the first episode. We all said the Vikings aren't going to do it, but anybody else has a chance. The Vikings
they'll
are
be in the basement.
And I'm trying to think here too. God, that just left my mind. So I am completely blank. Well, the Bears. It's going to be a good time in the NFC North here in a couple of weeks.
It is, dude. And the Jaguars blow.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, in the midst of all that downtime, actually, this is something that I wanted to talk about. And Raymond posed the question here. How about Bob Saleh getting fired? Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. I mean, a lot of times you see coaches fired like in the, week 10 or, later than that, like week 13, 15, whatever, later in the season. And it's always given the reason of like, oh, well, we want to give the team a head start on finding a new coach and watching tape and things like that. So it's kind of strange for him to be fired this early in the season. And I can't help but feel like, and you guys give me your position on this. Is it possible that Aaron Rodgers went to ownership and said,
it's Sacramento.
I don't think this fucking guy is working out. And now keep in mind, I love Bob Saleh. I mean, because it was my defensive coordinator. He got us to our first Super Bowl. And our defense was stout as fuck whenever he was, oh, fuck you. He was a good defensive. He was a good DC.
Oh, he was.
And a lot of energy as a coordinator. I just think that the head coaching job kind of zapped it. But is it possible that Aaron Rodgers didn't have a vote of confidence in this guy and got him fired? What do you boys think?
You damn right he did, because Aaron Rodgers is a fucking coach killer. Because if it's not Aaron Rodgers' way, it's nobody's way. And I've told you this, Aaron Rodgers is a dictator for any program that he's a part of. Green Bay. Why do you think Green Bay is actually playing some good football right now? They're not under dictatorship. They're playing as a football team. Now here we go. Yet again, Jets. They are in the dictatorship. They're trapped in it. So, like, I'm just surprised at this point that Davante Adams hasn't gotten a contract with the Jets just yet for a trade. I'm just telling you, it's fucking coming. If Aaron Rodgers, he realized that his time is over, so he's not going to say, "Oh, I'm just going to go along for the ride." No, I'm going to try to fucking win now. If that means firing people and bring people on board, I'm going to do whatever it fucking takes. So, Aaron Rodgers, hey, Rodgers, fuck off.
But let's be fair about this. Bob Saleh, he was 20-36. Like, the record wasn't good, and the team has got a lot of talent that's
wasn't the problem, in my opinion.
He was losing a lot of games before Rodgers ever got there. And you know, I don't know. I ponder the same thing. They play hard, and the defense was great. You know, the seemingly the offense was always the problem. So you bring in, this veteran quarterback, you got these good O-line, great young running back, young receiver. And so it's not working out. Try to get a spark. I get it on the one hand, but then it's like, I don't know. I wonder about the Rodgers thing, but we'll see. We'll see about tonight, man. I mean, you guys know the new coach thing. Like when a team fires its coach and a new interim head coach starts, like the win percentage is out of control.
The Raiders last year.
Yeah.
Well, look, I mean, they're up 10-7 right now against the Bills.
We need the Bills to win. I'll pick the Bills.
And the coach said,
yeah,
the coach, I mean, or not the coach, but the owner, he said, we basically have the most talented team I've ever had in New York, and we need to win now. Like, Aaron Rodgers doesn't have, like, which is fair. Like, Aaron Rodgers isn't going to last forever. This might be his last year, if not next year. And if it turns around the season, they start winning games, they win tonight, get on a roll, then, I mean, it could be a good decision. We'll see what happens.
Did you say that the Jets owner said this was the most talented team he's ever got?
That's what he said. He said that. I said what he said.
So you're telling me that the Rex Ryan era, that doesn't matter, because that was one of the more talented teams of all time.
But fumbles, though. I mean, you had Mark Sanchez out there doing.
Yeah, they were good.
But remember that time Mark Sanchez almost took them to the Super Bowl.
I know their defense was stout. That was a lot of fun. But I mean,
that defense is more stout than the one they got now. So, like,
I would have to be inclined to agree that since then, no, this is the most talented team they've had.
Who was the coach right after Rex Ryan?
Somebody that we don't know because they absolutely suck.
Somebody got fired. Either way.
Well, Adam Gase was there for a little while. Then it was Todd Bowles and
is it like Gase or Reese?
Gase, Adam Gase.
Yeah, I thought he was the head coach at one point. Like, they've been.
He was only there for 2 years. Yeah, they hire and fire like crazy. But I was thinking about the years where Ryan Fitzpatrick was there, and he had not Brandon Marshall and Eric Decker there. Those are some good years, man. Those were that was a fun offense to watch. Yeah, it's where Fitzmagic was born, man.
Fitzmagic. And what about the Davante Adams stuff?
Hey, I mean, send him to the Jets, man. I relink him with A-Rod. I don't care. I mean, I don't have a dog in that fight up there. If I want to see, I mean, I always kind of like Aaron Rodgers. I like his rough around the edges attitude. I don't agree with everything he does or whatever, but he's rough around the edges. He's always interesting to talk to. When he comes on the Pat McAfee show, he's always a fun. You just never know. I don't know, man. Yeah,
I loved Rodgers, until the last couple of years where he just kind of seemed really whiny to me. I don't know. He just got like this whiny aura about him now. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know, but that's just kind of the way that I feel about it.
You know what? I'll end this right now. I think we can make some college picks and wrap this up. Unless if y'all have another NFL topic to talk about. I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. You can make this a TikTok video, Brad. I don't give a shit. Aaron Rodgers might indeed be the most overrated football player of all time.
Elaborate.
I disagree with that immensely.
Because other than that, one Super Bowl, that one Super Bowl, how close has he ever gotten to the Super Bowl again?
One game, 9 times.
Yeah.
And what's his record in the NFC championships?
But hey, he went to a lot of NFC
The NFC
championships, which
championship,
is,
yeah.
is a lot better.
And
It's a lot better than a lot of teams can
lost
ever say.
Them.
It's a lot better than a lot of teams can ever even say. Like, when's the last time
But that
Chiefs-
proves to me
speaking of-
he can never get the job done. I'll say that Aaron Rodgers is one of the most accomplished regular season quarterbacks of all time. But when that postseason hits, he is a fucking bust.
But he's made it to the NFC Championship multiple times, which is not an easy thing to do.
And lost every single time. It's like LeBron James in the NBA Finals. He fucking lost. Last 2 years, he's lost in the first round, 0-8 to the Nuggets.
Well, you take out Tom Brady, take out Patrick Mahomes. What quarterback does have multiple wins in the NFC Championship? It's a very small list. And what quarterbacks have multiple trips to the NFC Championship? That's an even smaller list.
Well, we never know because Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady are a bunch of selfish assholes for going to all those Super Bowls. But
it's a tough. So when you get to that point, though, that's top tier fucking football right there. The NFC Championship, AFC Championship, both of those, they're fucking. That's those are low percentage wins because.
And also look at this. People, we're just talking about regular season and things like that. I mean, I look at those things and take them very seriously. Some people look at championships and they'll say, well, if you haven't won the Super Bowl, then it doesn't mean anything. But I mean, the guys won NFL MVP like 4 times. He has at the very least won a Super Bowl, been to the NFC Championship game like 9 times. He's led the league in touchdown passes and passing yards so many different times and things like that. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer, no doubt about it. So I mean,
of course he's a Hall of Famer, but I still think he's probably going to be now officially the most overrated Hall of Famer of all time.
And I feel like for the longest time, his top receiver was like Randall Cobb. Like he had Devontae Adams for a while, but
Devontae Adams, Randall Cobb, Jordy Nelson.
It's not like he was running out there with Julio Jones and Roddy White or
Jeremy
Sweeney.
Or Jimmy Graham.
Or Randy Moss or Wes Welker or
Tyreek
Hill. Yeah, I mean, now Mahomes obviously takes the cake there because he had Kadarius fucking Toney and a bunch of other.
Won the Super Bowl with no wide receivers last year, but
but still, I mean, it is. I mean, Now, granted, is he like the best quarterback ever? I don't know, but he's probably same tier as Brett Favre. I mean, Brett Favre never really. I mean, did he ever win he won a Super Bowl?
Yeah, he won a Super Bowl in his early years with the Packers.
Right.
And then followed that same module. And then another one too. Oh my God, that player just fucking left my brain too. Here's the deal too. If you're gonna say that Aaron Rodgers does all these great things and not win Super Bowls, and you say he's one of the greatest of all time, then we easily gotta say Dan Marino's the greatest quarterback of all time.
He's on the list. I mean, he's definitely
one of the
best. But he hasn't won a Super Bowl.
So
I mean, again, there's more than one player.
That doesn't really mean that much to me. I mean,
greatness is achieved by being on the top of your game, winning the big one.
I think if you ask if you survey 100 people and you say, what's the best quarterback? Dan Marino's name's going to come up a lot.
I know. And rightfully so, but give me Dan Marino over Aaron Rodgers.
So is Peyton.
Yeah, Peyton's
got 2 Super Bowls, though.
He's won 2, but that's only one more than Aaron Rodgers, though. I mean, that's not that. We're not talking, crazy numbers. I mean, Peyton Manning, Eli Manning won 2. I mean, it's just
even give me Eli Manning over Aaron Rodgers. Fuck it.
I would take Aaron Rodgers over Eli.
Oh yeah, all day, every day. But we are running a little late on time,
you're right.
So let's do a. I was gonna go through a recap of some games, but let's just jump right into the picks because we're already about an hour.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. My Aaron Rodgers hate was real. So, all right. Actually, I gotta pull up the sheet here so I can write down these results real quick.
I love doing picks, man. I love doing picks. I'm starting to come back in the NFL too, man. It's gonna happen.
All right. Sorry. Let me load this up. Yeah, if you all want to talk about something really, really quick while I load this.
All right, man. Let me ask you something. What is your opinion on male lactation? Man, I was trying to throw something random out there, and that's the best I could come up with. Male lactation. Do you feel? No, I'm kidding. I'm not sure, man. I'm watching the
I like
game.
you like
10-7.
Fluffles or shawarma more.
Shawarma.
I like
Okay.
the falafel.
All right, I got us here. So y'all ready to go?
Let's hit it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, make y'all bigger so I can read shit.
Let's do it. I'm sorry.
All right. Anyways, we got a recap. We did 2 weeks of pick'ems still, and I'm sorry y'all didn't get to see those particular pick'ems. But with the result of those pick'ems, what we did is for week 7. This is so combining weeks 6 and 7 of college football. Well, this is the results from last week. Chris did 3-3. I did 4-2, and Brad did 4-2. This is the totals through 7 weeks of college football right now. Yeah, so it's still anybody's game right now.
Anybody's game right now, man. I love it. That's competitive. That's good numbers right there. We're all doing good.
Oh yeah. So that's college football, but we like to do NFL first. So let me get for the NFL. This is last week, the current week's picks, because right now we're waiting on the Monday Night Football results before we add in that last particular one. But yeah, pretty even week this week from us.
How am I supposed to come back if you guys do the same shit that I do?
Well, I feel like at this point, Chris is just copying me for the most part. Which is a bold strategy there, Colton. I hope it works out for him.
I text my picks in. I didn't even know what you were picking this week.
Nah, I'm messing. I kid. But those are the standings for the NFL. Again, we're waiting on the results of Monday Night Football. I'm still in the single digits for losing. So, and Brad and Chris are tied for second place. Let's go to the NFL. Now. Yeah, let's go to the NFL. These are the games we are going to be picking for the NFL this week. We got the traditional 5 matchups. These, to me, in my opinion, are the 5 most intriguing matchups of the week. So we're going to go ahead and go first. Chris, you're the NFL guy, so you get to save your picks for last. Brad, I'll let you go first. This is your Dirty Birds, man, going up against a tough order against the Seahawks.
Let's get Swag Surf cranked up. Big Kirko winning again. The Falcons keep rolling. Falcons win this bad boy.
All righty. So Brad's got the Falcons. And I'm believing in the Falcon train right now. So excuse me. I'm going to take the Falcons as well.
Make it 3, Daddy-O. I think the same thing. I think they're at home. The Seahawks are kind of reeling right now. A new coach. Don't know how he's going to navigate things. Geno, is not really playing. He was playing, good ball, but the last 2 weeks he's just really made some stupid fucking plays, man. Give me the Falcons on this one. I think the Seahawks are trending downward, and the Falcons are starting to find their identity. So, yeah.
All right. Hail to the freaking all of us with the Falcons. So what about this interesting matchup where the Texans going from that very hot atmosphere in Texas to go to the chilly weathers of Lambeau. So we got the Texans at Green Bay. And I'm going to say Green Bay is playing a lot of teams hard. But with the return of Will Anderson, who got 3 sacks on a very poor Patriots team, but I still think Will Anderson is one of the top pass rushers in the league, and I think Jordan Love, he ain't going to love this game. So give me the Texans.
This is a 1:00 game?
Sunday? I believe it's a 1:00 game.
Yeah,
give me the Texans then in that case.
The time has something to do with you? Okay.
Lambeau at night I'm not going to fuck around with, but I'll give him I'll give the Texans during the day.
Who do you got, Chris?
Is Jair Alexander still out this week?
I do not know offhand.
Okay, you know what? I'm just going to be a contrarian on this one, honestly. Give me the Packers. I think they're at home. Like you said, that the conditions are going to be a little bit different. I think they sneak out a win here. I don't think by a lot, but I think they sneak out a win here. But I also won't be surprised if the Texans win. So,
Alrighty, so let's go. Again, I'll talk about those dangerous NFC North matchups we're about to get within the next couple of weeks, and this one being the prime time one of it. We got the Lions at the Vikings. The Vikings coming off of a bye. So, Brad, did the Vikings keep on rolling that boat, or did the Lions play spoiler?
Give me Dan Campbell and the Lions here to bring it home. Giving the Vikings the first loss of the season. It's got to happen. I think it's going to happen against the Lions.
All right. And I'm actually going to say Vikings. I did put respect on your name, but usually a lot of teams don't come out as hot and ready after coming off of a bye week. And I think the Lions are going to be playing even more motivated with the unfortunate news of Aiden Hutchinson. So give me the Lions. I go for, at this point, shockingly to say, Lions with an upset.
Rawr.
Yeah, contrarian again. I think the Lions run into a little bit of a buzzsaw here. I think without Aiden Hutchinson, I think that the Vikings actually win this one at home. So
Ooh, all right.
yeah.
Dang.
Now listen, next week when you say, "Oh yeah, Chris was the only one who picked this," and the Lions won 51-3, I'll be like, "Hey man, you know what? Good on Dan Campbell, because I actually want the Lions to win. I really love that team a lot. I just something about that, just the way I feel."
Hell yeah. But dude, what about the way you feel on this particular matchup? And for this one, we're actually going to let Brad pick last on this one. There's a particular reason. We got Chiefs 49ers. So, Chris, we might need to make a little side bet, if you know what I mean, because I already chipped off Brad $5 from this past weekend. So I might need to chip off $5 on you here, because I'm going to pick the Chiefs. So just in case, because Chris, you picked against your 49ers against the Seahawks, and the 49ers freaking won the football game. Do you owe the apology? This is your time to only apologize to the 49ers, but at this time, who are you picking?
Well, we talk week in and week out about, don't, bet on something until it shows you otherwise or whatever. Bet on a team until they can prove you otherwise. And so the Niners have been playing like dog shit. And the Seahawks were playing at home on a Thursday night. We're playing on a short week. So yeah, I didn't have a whole lot of confidence, and they came out and did play well, but we're catching the Chiefs off a bye. And we're still banged up, man. And I just don't have any confidence. I mean, holy shit, they blocked the field goal. What an idiot. But nevertheless, I mean, yeah, we can't beat the Chiefs, dude. I mean, it's just one of those, Andy Reid. I don't. Now, in all fairness to you, Birdie, nothing about the team. I think that this matchup has more to do with Andy Reid. I think he's just more seasoned. I think that he knows how to plan against Shanahan, where Shanahan's a younger coach.
Especially coming off of a bye with Andy Reid is always dangerous.
And he's had 2 weeks to plan. And I think that these two just I think that they will play each other hard. I think San Francisco, my personal opinion, they're going to come out with a chip on their shoulder. They're going to come out and try and say, they beat us in the Super Bowl. We're going to go out here and get a win at home, blah, blah. They're going to play too hard. Over pursue, overthink things, and they're going to run into a buzzsaw. So give me the Chiefs.
Oh, dang gummit. So that's actually, I'm kind of nervous. Chris picking the Chiefs. That means the Chiefs are going to lose. Brad, what? Chris, I knew you dirty bastard. But Brad, who do you got?
I'm going to take the 49ers here, actually. I don't think either team has been playing up. Both teams, Kansas City, obviously undefeated. I don't think they've played up to their potential yet. I think they've been a lot of close matchups so far. This is on the road, like you said, against a team that's got a chip on their shoulder from the Super Bowl. And I think we're going to get the best version of the Niners we've seen all year. So I'm going to go with the 49ers.
All righty. And then, of course, for the last pick of the NFL, another Monday Night Football game, which I'm go ahead and okay with this Monday Night Football game matchup, because starting next week, I think we should be back to the norm. I'm going back on Tuesdays because me and Chris got another trivia night we got to go try to win tomorrow. So that's why we're doing it tonight. So, Brad, since you just picked right there, I'm going to go ahead and pick this game real quick. I am going Ravens over Buccaneers.
I'll take the Ravens here as well.
All right.
And give me the Ravens as well.
All right. So Ravens all the way.
Nothing else because I need it to happen.
All right. So that is the NFL picks right there. So now it's time to get all wild and crazy when we're doing college football. These are to me, one of the most intriguing games of the week. Yeah, I'm going on that Cincinnati train right now because Cincinnati being a really good football team playing all these other good football teams within the Big 12, which, guys, the Big 12 completely wide open right now with the monumental collapse of Utah. that's going on right now. But let's go ahead and pick that first game with the Big 12. Arizona State and Cincinnati. I will go last with these college picks. So, Chris, how about you? You go first.
Yeah, I don't know much about either of these teams, but give me Cincy at home.
All righty. Brad?
Let's see. Oh man, Arizona State with the big upset. Give me Arizona State again. They're gonna keep rolling.
You're gonna go with Arizona State. All right, and with me, here's the deal. Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce all came from Cincinnati. I love those guys. So I got to go with representing their universities. I'm going to go with Cincinnati as well. So the next matchup here, Brad, I'll let you go first. We got number 24, Michigan, going up against number 22, Illinois, both coming off of very disappointing weeks. Which team gets the rebound?
Give me Illinois here, man. They've been looking good. Home's going to be crazy, and Michigan is just trying to hang on and get through this season. So give me Illinois.
All righty. Chris, who do you got?
Opposite end of the spectrum. Give me Michigan on this one. I think that they took the last loss to heart, and they bounced back in this one.
All right. So Brad is going to go with the Fighting Illini. All right. Let's see here. I'm also typing this too, so bear with me, guys. And then Chris is going to go with Michigan. And give me the Fighting Alumni too, because I just knew at the beginning of the year Michigan was overrated as fuck, and it's finally showing on paper and on the football field now. So I'm happy about that, especially a bunch of cheating bastards they are. So I hope they lose every game from now on. Give me Illinois.
Hell yeah.
And then so now, Brad, I know this is going to sting a little bit, but we got LSU, number 8 in the country, going up at Arkansas. So they're going to take a crack at the Razorbacks home field. So, Brad, I believe it's your turn now. It's Chris's turn. It's Quiz time now. So, Chris, who you got? LSU, Arkansas.
Hey, baby, bacon is on the fucking menu tonight. Give me LSU.
All righty.
To ruin their fucking day.
I mean, a lot of this is going to depend on if Arkansas's quarterback's going to come back or not, because he got injured in the Tennessee game. But I think I'm going to go Arkansas here. I haven't been overly impressed with LSU this season, and I almost picked them to beat or to lose to South Carolina, and it almost happened. And I think at this point on the road, Arkansas is going to show up. They're going to be pumped up from their upset win, and they're going to be feeling confident. Give me Arkansas.
All righty. Well, Arkansas, Brad, is coming off of a bye week. So they're going to be freaking fresh against LSU. So the only thing I'm really going to hear at Arkansas is, fuck Arkansas. I'm still sourpuss about that game. So give me LSU.
What the fuck was that? Somebody isolate that?
I was going to say Hawk Tua, but I was going to keep it a PG show.
Isolate that audio.
Yeah, so whatever.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
Give me LSU, though. So this one's very interesting to me because Indiana, number 16 team in the country, coming out of nowhere. And plus, they play pretty much an almost identical style to Tennessee football. They like to play up tempo, but are they enough? Is it going to be enough to beat this Nebraska football team with their Patrick Mahomes? So, Brad, what about you? What are you thinking here?
Yeah, I think Indiana's going to win this one, man.
All right, Chris?
Give me Indiana as well. I think, there's not really a whole lot to say here. I think they're gonna walk away with this one.
All right. Well, I'm a Patrick Mahomes guy. Nebraska loves Patrick Mahomes by getting a clone of Patrick Mahomes. Give me Nebraska. Plus, I love corn, baby. I love corn.
I love corn.
Well, I didn't have any corn. All right, but hey, it is time for the main event of it. We'll wrap everything up. The big matchup of actually, before we get to this one, as you see, it's number 5 Georgia at number 1 Texas. College game day is going to be at Texas. Texas' first big opportunity to prove themselves in the SEC. But before that, a little bonus pick. So this pick will not count with our regular picks, but I'm just curious about it. I don't have a graphic, so I apologize. But Alabama at Tennessee, 3:30 ABC primetime game. So, Brad, I'll go with you. Who do you got, the Crimson Tide or the Volunteers?
The Crimson Tide. I am not picking the Vols to win anything anymore. So give me Alabama.
Chris?
Anything. Not winning anything. Yeah, same, man. I think that it's not gonna be pretty, man. It's so give me Bama. Unfortunately.
Well, do you know who's not pretty? It's Alabama. And I'm very disappointed in you guys because guess what? We don't give a fuck about the whole state of Alabama, whole state of Alabama, whole state of Alabama. We don't give a fuck about the whole state of Alabama because we're from Tennessee. Give me Alabama. I'm not confident in Tennessee right now.
That's
I'm
what
sorry.
I thought.
I love
was
my
like,
balls.
"There's no
I
fucking
will
way."
always bleed. I will always bleed orange, but I'm just not confident right now. Plus, I bet you Alabama will figure shit out from our expense. So give me Alabama, unfortunately. But guys, now it's time for the main event pick. So Chris, you off first. Georgia or Texas?
Man. I don't know, dude. I think Georgia at Tech. Man, give me Texas. Number 1 at home. That crowd is going to be absolutely fucking rocking.
7:30 nighttime game too.
Yeah, dude. Give me Texas, man. Matthew McConaughey is going to be out there fucking swinging his dick around.
Yeah, I think I got to go Texas here too. They've looked like the far and away best team. Now, granted, they haven't had a huge win yet. Michigan's severely overrated. You also have, they beat this past week. They destroyed Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma just sucks. I think that's the only reason Tennessee was able to put up 20 points on them, over 20 points, 25. But yeah, I still think they've looked dominant, and I think this is going to be like they're like official. Like they played Oklahoma, sure. This is going to be like their official welcome to the SEC right here, and I think their crowd's going to show up. And it's going to be fucking legit. I do not envy Georgia's schedule, though. I mean, I really don't. I think they're a great team, but they've played Bama on the road, now Texas on the road. That's fucking tough. So give me Texas here.
Mm-hmm. Well, gentlemen, Georgia, I am 1-1 picking them in big time games this year. Texas, I am 2-0. So it would make a lot of sense picking Texas. But I do like saying that Georgia song. Remember a couple of weeks ago, I sang that Georgia song. Unfortunately, sorry, let me get my voice cleared for this one.
Oh, no.
We got the Georgia Bulldogs coming from the south side, going to do the deeper south.
Is this the Water Boy?
It's not the Water Boy. Hi. Sorry. Let me introduce myself. My name is Matthew McConaughey. And Matthew McConaughey just wants to let you all know Texas is the best football team across the college football lands. I don't know how many lands there are, but I just know there's one true land, and that's the Great Plains of Texas. So, with that in mind, hook them horns, baby.
I thought he was about to
Texas, the best football team in the country right now, and my personal pick to win the national championship through the halfway point of college football.
Hell yeah,
Brett,
I dig it, dude.
Brad, I thought he was gonna bust into that.
You know, I should have done that with LSU, but I just thought my idea with the whole pick Hawk Tuah was a lot better. So damn it, you made me say Hawk Tuah.
It did come out.
Oh, it definitely came out. But Brad, that's all I have with the pick'em section. So do you want to go ahead and wrap us up?
Yeah, man. It's going to be a big week, and I can't wait to talk about it next week after all the events of all these unfold and stuff. And yeah, just continue to check us out, and we're going to keep rocking it out. And that's what I got to say about that.
Yeah, and I think next week would be the great week to do the college football halfway point. So I feel like we should do some halfway point awards.
That's a good idea. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that. If in the following week after that one, so that'll be episode 10, we'll do the exact same thing with the NFL because I know they'll be coming close with their halfway point too. Which, God, fuck, we're already halfway point to almost
That's crazy,
football.
man. I can't even. It was just like yesterday that I was like, oh, please, football right around the corner, and now it's halfway.
Well, Chris,
It
you
happens
told
that way
me
every year.
before we went live here that you just kind of wanted football to end because of your fantasy team.
Yeah, it's an absolute atrocity. I'm in 4 leagues, and I have a losing record in all of them. So that's where we're at, bud. You know, I mean, some years you're up, and some years you're down, and this is just a down year for me. So,
well,
not good.
Well,
It's
it's
not
okay.
good.
Hey, I'll get you a pick 'em up tomorrow for trivia, man. When we kick that ass, we kick that ass, and we not get fucked because we're on the revenge tour. But yeah, that's it. So, Brad, sorry. Go ahead, wrap us home.
Hey, man. Just wanted Raymond,
home.
thanks for being here, man. I saw your message. Thanks for hanging with us, and
Yeah,
we'll see
Raymond,
you again
thank you.
next week. And yeah, we'll see everybody next week. Thanks for jumping along.
Tally ho! Matthew
Vols, I guess.
McConaughey,
Bonjour.
I am gone.
Go Niners.
Hey, H2O.